guys, Jenny Torry here. I'm the owner and founder of JTorry Beauty, and I wanted to show you guys how I apply my full face foundation and show you some of my techniques on how I make my foundation more flawless. I use my belly button blender, and this is what I use to really help apply the flawless application. I'm gonna use it for foundation, concealer, and also my contour. So I'm super excited, and let's get to the video. So first you want to make sure you damp the beauty blender. So when you get it out of the box, you want to make sure you don't use it dry. You want to use it damp. So let me show you. This is a damp beauty blender, and then here's the dry beauty blender. You see the difference is huge. So you want to make sure you want to do the water, and then you want to squeeze out the excess water. So right now you see a little bit of water coming through. Get a towel and just squeeze all the excess water, like so. All right, let's go ahead and get started. First thing first, if you want to make sure your skin is exfoliated well, exfoliated, you want to make sure that it's moisturized really well. So my favorite moisturizer I like to use right now is this one. I don't know, I'll link it below, but I got it from Amazon. So I just need a little bit to go all over my face. My skin, I mean, I have an acne prone skin, it's very oily, and but it's also dry too, so it's really weird. But it's very important to moisturize your skin really well. So the next thing you want to do is you want to make sure you have a good primer on your. So a primer is good to help smooth out any lines that you have or pores, or it just helps the makeup last a lot longer as well. Oh, before I prime, I like to also apply moisturizer under my eye cream. Right now I like the Collagen Eye Cream by Peter Thomas Roth. It's really good. Like, I had dark under eye circles for like several months, but using this for the last month has really helped my under eye, like, you know. So I mean, yeah. So the foundation I'll be using, hold on, let me prime the face. So the primer I'll be using is a Pore Professional. I'm not a fan of using this all over the face. I like to use it just around my pore area, and porous area, which is going to be around my nose, and then my T-zone area. I have a lot on, let me see. I'm looking at my phone, my camera. So you just want to, I don't recommend you guys, like, if you guys have dry skin, please don't use this. But I find that a lot of my students who have dry skin, or maybe to normal skin, and they apply this on their face and they haven't really properly hydrated their skin well with moisturizer, then this can also make your foundation a little bit more cakey too. So you gotta find the balance. Let's see. Okay, the next thing you want to do is go ahead and get your foundation Estee Lauder Double Wear. Just pump a few on the back of your hand here, like so, maybe like 3 pumps. Now I'll get my beauty blender. So I don't like to dip it in the middle of the hand, I like to dip in the side here and just apply it all like those. And I like to travel next and just create stamps. And I love the belly button blenders because the way you hold it is so I don't know, it just makes it so nice to hold it. It's kind of like, I don't know, a steering wheel for dummies, I guess. You know, when you're driving, you have more control over it, you feel more safe. So I feel like the belly button blender is big enough for your hands, and like someone who may feel like using another blender that's more smaller, you may feel like you may not have any control over it, and then you kind of get nervous, and then you kind of like go crazy. You feel like, oh my gosh, my foundation is blending, and then you start freaking out, and then like the rest is history, right? So using the Belly Button blender really helps you feel like you have a lot more control over your foundation application. And then I like to pick the rest up and then start stamping the rest of the face. So the key here, guys, is not picking up so much foundation where you apply so much. And it hugs like the side of your nose, under your eyes, and it just makes it so nice. Get the rest. So if you feel like you need more foundation, you can get more. So I like to start off with one, like more of a thin layer of foundation first, before I move on to the next. Yeah. So it looks like that. And then I want to go ahead. Maybe it's kind of crazy right now. Okay. So the next thing I want to do is conceal. So my concealer that I'm using is by More Mega Concealer. The number is 1.75. I'm like in MAC, I'm like in C25 with concealer. So you want to make sure you get two shades lighter than your own skin tone. And so right now it's about 2 shades lighter. So I'm just gonna highlight under my eyes, top of my lip, my cupid's bow, and then my chin. I went on vacation this past weekend, and yeah, I actually called it out. I knew it was gonna get a zit because we went to Sonic and I ordered cheddar pepper, and I knew it. I was like, I'm gonna break out and show what I did. It's okay, it'll go away. So I like to also apply a little bit on my eyelid too. I like to hug my nose a little bit. I'm a messy eater, so I like to have a little bit more coverage on my mouth. Alright, so pick up the same blender, the Belly Button blender, and just go ahead and start blending. If you notice, I'm not swiping, so do not swipe. So just like push the product, and it will just melt the product into your skin, and also will pick up any extra product that needs to pick up. I feel like it's too much, but yeah, it will do the work for you. So the tip is, before you start moving, make sure you blend that area first and then start traveling to the next part of the face. This eliminates any confusion. I mean, it just helps out so much with the application. Okay, so very easy, you know, you apply your concealer. I don't think I need another layer of foundation. If you do need another layer of foundation, then it's time, go ahead and apply a thin layer. You do the same thing what we did the very first round. So let me go ahead and contour and show you how I blend my contour. So the contour I'm using, or the contour cream I'm using, is by Huda Beauty, and the color is Light. I love this product. So this is my personal one, so I'm just gonna pick up some brush over here. There we go. Just any blender brush you have. This is a Morphe E62. And then I'm gonna go ahead and apply it on the hollows of my cheeks and also the perimeters of my forehead. So I like to start with like where my my sideburns are at, like there. There you go. And just feather it up. Do that. So my face is very I have a square shape, and so I want it to kind of bring it in more this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm contouring and try to bring it in. And I'm going to go ahead and do the side of my nose. So, should you contour with cream contour? So the question you should ask yourself is, and do I need my contour to last all day? If you need it to last all day, then I suggest you do the cream contour. It looks more natural when you take pictures as well. You don't have to cream contour, but it does last a lot longer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do it around my eye socket here, because that's how naturally a contour looks like. And then if I want to be extra, I'll go ahead and do the side of my, because I have really strong jawline. Yeah. So those are my lines of contour. So I'm gonna get the back of the Beauty Blender here, and I'm just gonna stamp the side. You just melt it. So you just want to keep it within the zone there, and that's it. I just like it because it is flat a little bit. It also is round. So, but it does have a bounce to it. So it's not totally flat, but it helps you kind of control your contour, kind of help you melt the contour, which is the whole goal with your contour. I just want to melt. And then so you can do is get the side of this, you can pinch it. I love how soft this is. So see how you can pinch it and then do the side of the nose here. You could use this side if you want here, but I did use it for concealer, so there. So see how it blends and melts the contour seamlessly. So nice. So now I like to go ahead and apply maybe a little bit of concealer under the eyes just to brighten it up. Just give me one dot right there. That's it. Get the same Beauty Blender. I mean belly blender, sorry. It's not the Beauty Blender, belly blender. Yeah, so I just like to brighten the eyes up. So now it's time to set the contour and the highlighted areas. So get your translucent powder out. It's a setting. So you're gonna use the same belly button blender to set. Okay, so I found my Laura Mercier translucent powder, so that's what I'll be using. I also like banana by Ben 9. So I like to put some on back of the lid here. So you want to pick up your belly blender, get a little bit, tap off the excess off, and so the key is you want to make sure that your under eye is not creased, because we did the contour. You know how we did the contour and then I was talking, so sometimes the under eye can crease because it hasn't been set yet. So the key is you want to make sure before you set it, you want to make sure the under eye is not creased at all. So I don't really crease that much under my eyes, but some of you guys will, so make sure maybe get the back of the belly button blender here, like tap it under the eyes and just try to get rid of the crease. Then go ahead and set it. So you want to go ahead and chin down and then go ahead and set. Since my mirror is down here, I need to chin down to stretch my under eye. And you see how I'm setting, and it sets so beautifully. I just love how this sets. It sets in like a pretty good large area. It's so round. I mean, so big. And hugs under your eyes so nicely. And I love how you can, you know, precisely brighten up maybe the nose, the side of the nose, to make it a little bit more snatch. Like that, you know. I'm gonna bake under there. So for those who have really like dry skin, like not dry skin, yeah, dry skin, but also like maybe the under eye is very loose and very maybe more mature. You definitely don't want to set it like this. You want to set it with a brush. You just want to get some type of flat brush, something like, you can get maybe a brush like this, and just pat under the eyes. And then to really lock it in, you can get your belly button blender and just like lightly tap, just right under here, so that way it locks it in, doesn't crease. So if you have a problem with creasing and then your under eye is like mature, then you want to set with this, and then maybe like lightly like set a little bit more with the tip of the belly button blender to make it lock in all day. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and set the rest of the face. Pat, go ahead. Get the bridge of the nose. Kind of like bake there to make it look brighter. All right. So now it's time to get your brush out and set the contour. So I like to set the contour with a pressed powder, contour powder, something that's 2 shades darker than your own skin. So I'm using Medium Dark by MAC. It's a mineralized finish powder. I'm using Glam by Sham contour brush. So I'm doing this kind of stretch my skin. So if your skin, I don't know, go ahead and stretch it if you need to. I just do that. And then discriminate in my forehead. I just like to do the side. I try not to do the here because it'll give me a helmet head. I don't want a helmet head. So when you set, when you set the contour or dark powder, whatever pressed powder you have, you want to start up here and then lightly come toward the outer part of your lip here. Start here and then come here. That's it. And pinch the side of the pinch and then set the contour. I'm not trying to really like be so snatched and be precise in my contour right now. I think this is just more of a natural, you know, you just want to dimension your face and you want to look cute. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my blush and my highlighter. I'm gonna use the same contour brush here and get a little bit. So the key is using this. I like to like dust away as much product because it's very pigmented, but it's very pretty. So I'm gonna smile and just tap it there on your cheekbones there, or on your apples. I need to do my lips. So, okay, same thing. Tap away. Maybe tap on it. Smile. So blush is very important. You see how I just came alive? So the contour helped me, but now the blush makes me look more youthful. So blush, you see how pretty that is? It's very natural. I love. So this is a blush highlight palette. You can get that on JTorryBeauty.com. Yeah, I love it. And I love it too. It has the pretty highlight colors. This is very loved. You can tell I've been using it. So I like using the highlight areas. You know, you can use on your cheek. I don't like using on myself, on my cheekbones, but I like to use it like in my inner corner of my eye, like there, make it pop. And then I also like to use it in my keys. So, and that's pretty much all I use it for my highlighter. And it's time to do my eyes and lip, and I'll be back and I'll show you the finished product. So I put this hoop earrings on too because it goes with the look. And yeah, and so I part my hair here in the middle because this is the whole vibe I'm going for. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy this look, and hopefully you see how easy it is to use the belly button blender. Get yourself one, you're not gonna regret it, and tell me how you guys love it. So yes, you guys like this look? It's very natural. It's my everyday makeup, and I hope you guys enjoy it.